Venezuela's military is signaling that it has the firepower to respond if the United States pushes further, raising fears that a direct conflict could erupt in the Caribbean. President Nicolás Maduro's government has repeatedly warned that its modern Russian-made missile systems, fighter jets, and advanced air defenses are not just for display, and analysts say these weapons could seriously damage U.S. forces if war breaks out. Reports by outlets like Reuters and Al Jazeera suggest that Venezuela has built up a sizable arsenal capable of creating heavy costs for Washington in any confrontation. The tension rose sharply after President Donald Trump confirmed another strike on a vessel accused of smuggling drugs. The U.S. Navy destroyed the boat in international waters, killing 3 men Trump described as narco-terrorists. It was the third such strike in recent weeks, following earlier attacks that killed 14 others on vessels allegedly linked to Venezuela. Trump defended the action on his social media account, saying intelligence proved the vessel was transporting narcotics along a known trafficking route. He released a video showing the moment the boat exploded into flames, insisting that America would not allow its people to be poisoned by drugs. His statement read, "No U.S. forces were harmed. Stop sending narcotics, fentanyl, and drugs to our nation, and stop committing violence against Americans." But Caracas sees the strikes as something far beyond anti-drug measures. Maduro's government has called them illegal executions and an undeclared war. Venezuela's Defense Minister Vladimir Padrino Lopez said Washington was testing the country's patience, warning that any attempt to attack Venezuelan territory would be met with military force. Venezuela has invested heavily in its defenses over the past 2 decades, mainly with Russian and Chinese support. According to the BBC, it possesses advanced surface-to-air missile systems like the S-300, capable of targeting both aircraft and ballistic missiles. It also operates Sukhoi fighter jets, heavy artillery, and radar networks designed to counter U.S. surveillance and air operations. Experts caution that while Venezuela cannot match American firepower overall, its weapons are strong enough to inflict serious losses. During recent military exercises, Venezuela showcased anti-ship missiles on its Caribbean island of La Orquilla. Local media aired footage of warships firing live rounds, with Maduro declaring that Venezuela's armed forces are ready to defend every inch of the homeland. Analysts note that the positioning of these weapons near critical sea lanes could make U.S. naval operations riskier and costlier. Attorney General Tarek William Saab accused the U.S. of committing crimes against humanity by using powerful weapons on small boats, and he urged the United Nations to launch an investigation. He argued that Washington's strikes were designed to provoke Venezuela into a military response, which could destabilize the entire region. Foreign Minister Yvonne Gill also appealed to the UN Security Council, calling on the world to stop what he described as illegal U.S. aggression in the Caribbean Sea. He added that international law was being undermined by America's unilateral actions, and warned that the strikes could set a dangerous precedent for future conflicts. Meanwhile, Washington insists its actions are purely about drug enforcement. Reuters reported that the Pentagon has deployed one of its largest naval groups in decades, backed by a nuclear-powered submarine and F-35 fighter jets based in Puerto Rico. U.S. officials argue that the mission is aimed at breaking drug cartels and keeping narcotics off American streets. Still, many analysts remain skeptical. The BBC has highlighted that the sheer scale of the U.S. deployment looks far greater than what is normally required for counter-narcotics operations. Regional observers believe Washington may be using the war on drugs as a cover for pressuring Maduro's government, which remains under heavy U.S. sanctions and international isolation. For Venezuela, the message is clear: it will not accept attacks without a response. Maduro has warned repeatedly that his country has weapons that can hurt the United States if it dares to cross the line. Military officials echo this line, insisting that Venezuela's modern arsenal is designed to make any American military operation costly and dangerous.